Alright. Can you believe that it cut off again? Maybe I should take a hint or something, and I think I'm very long-winded, and I have a lot to say, so these few little minutes just seem like seconds to me. Alright, so I'm going to tell you right now that I may be saying the same thing again. I could be saying some of these things 3 times since this is the 3rd video now. I just want to make sure it's said. Okay. So, like I mentioned, this information that we need to seek out and try to learn, it's not going to come from our local news stations or magazines or the newspapers. It's just not going to happen. So, and to give you one little example of that is the Huffington Post. That's a great website, and America Online just bought them out. Oh, nice. So America Online just bought the Huffington Post, and I heard an interview. Some of the bloggers that are hired to write comments and things for these different articles, they were really, really pissed off because apparently there are certain words that just cannot be used. So it's very limited. So, and I'm not saying that, all these big companies are bad, but they do have a filter that they need to operate. They can't just say whatever they feel like. There's an agenda, and before they even start, they know what the outcome is going to be, for the most part. There's not all that money and investing and all of that for no reason. It's all very calculated, and if you didn't know that, well, now you know. And this should be a great example. Certain words are just not allowed to be in these articles or blogs. And what the bloggers were saying is that when they write these comments, like these heartfelt comments and responses to whatever the actual article was, that just minutes later or a couple hours later, they're taken down. And they're deemed inappropriate or not fitting or whatever, how they say. So that's that. And so it's interesting to know how things really work, although we're never really going to know how things really work. But when we're honored enough, or honored maybe is not the right word, but when we have the information, when we're able to find out some of this information, oh my God, I'm so rude. I apologize. That's like having your phone on at work or at church. Well, maybe not church, but you should know to turn your phone off. And I just obviously don't know, and I'm so rude. So when we do find out these things, and when we're able to get a glimpse of how things really work on the other side, we need to take notes and take notice of this, because this stuff is no accident. And I know for sure, I guess Sarah Palin is one of the bloggers, was really, really, really upset because that she cannot even be mentioned. I don't know, kind of weird. So that's that. So I know that some people are just not really interested in this type of information, and that's completely fine with me because they're obviously doing what they do and it's fulfilling whatever they need to be fulfilled in their life. But at some point, we should all be on the same page, and that obviously can't happen all at the same time. So whatever stage you are at, keep it going, because there's never never, never too much to be learned. And there's not enough hours in the day to dedicate to trying to find out more and more and more about life and the world. And God is one really cool topic that you should take some time and dedicate to. And I feel like, how many minutes do I have? Because here I am just babbling on. Sorry. Oh shoot. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, sorry. So much to say, so little time. Okay. So some people are just not interested, and that's expected because their comfortable way of life and their plans that they have for their life and their future and how they have set in their minds, that sadly is overriding any possibility that something can come and shake things up. So they don't want to even think about anything else. And it makes complete sense, and that's how the human mind works. But when SHIT hits the fan, those people are the ones that don't know what to do and don't know where to start. So they're a few steps behind. And even if you have all the money in the world, that can't buy you the education or the knowledge that you may need in a time like that. So, and I'm not saying that I have all the answers. That's hardly what I'm trying to say. But to, in your mind, be able to prepare for a different day and to prepare in your heart for if things go wrong and if things just happen to get shaken up in your world or our world, you don't want to start from negative. You want to be a few steps ahead. And I feel like, if nothing else, just look at me and my situation, because in the first video I remember saying, I'm not some Jesus freak trying to convince you or scare you into believing. But what am I now? I am not a freak. Well, who knows, but I love God and I love Jesus. And if I could, I would get a tattoo right on my forehead saying Jesus lover, God lover. I'd do it. But that's quite silly. And actually I wanted, oh my God, almost 8 minutes. I'm a mess. I wanted to get a tattoo that said God here, because when I sleep at night, I kind of do that. And I always wanted to be able to put God right in my heart. But in real life, God's always there. If you believe in him, he's there. Always. Okay, I might be over my time.